Hey, welcome to another video. So for today's video, we're playing Mermails again, but this time we got new cards from the latest set, and we're gonna try them out. We're just jamming every combo we can fit into this deck now. It's looking a little squished. Maybe some of this stuff should be taken out, but I mean, hey, we're still at 40 cards, so if we can fit all this stuff in with 40 cards and it still works, I mean, we're gonna try it. I did manage to shove some stuff in the extra deck, so we got Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, and we got the Anaconda Verte. If we can get 2 effect monsters on the field, Verte will let us pull the Phoenix Enforcer out of the deck, or if we draw a single copy of the Fusion Destiny fusion spell, we can activate that from the hand and special summon our Phoenix Enforcer. So this card, very difficult for opponents to deal with, once per turn popping, and if it ever gets destroyed by battle or card effect, it just special summons itself. So it's very resilient and very interactive. Something that the deck we have is lacking is interaction, quick play interaction on the opponent's turn. We have a very strong opener, and we can set up a lot of negates, but we don't have a lot of ways to pop. The only real way you have to pop on the opponent's turn is by discarding with Abysslacia, and it's difficult to do that. You can usually pull it off if you want once or twice, but after that it's hard. So having a really grindy engine like the Phoenix Enforcer is interesting. Also, getting the Celestial in the graveyard, we can banish this if our hand's empty to draw 2 cards, and that is relevant. If you run out of cards in hand, we're going to be discarding stuff with our special sounding with our Mermails, and if we run out of cards, being able to just pot a Greed, draw 2 is pretty solid. So this is the list we're going to try out today. I still have all the other combos. I just basically took out the flex slot cards, so I took out a copy of Dragite, since we don't really need to make Dragite that often. We got Borreload Savage Dragon in the deck, so we have a rank 8 Synchro if we want to make one. Keeping the Trishula combo in, so we can still rip 3 cards from our opponent's hand. And we're keeping the Auroradon combo in with Hulk of Fibrax, so we can still Hulk of Fibrax, Auroradon, make Borreload, make the Herald. So we got a lot of combos. This deck is just combo city right now, and I'm looking forward to playing it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get to the gameplay. But first, if you're liking the channel, please consider subscribing. I'm always making new decks, trying them out, posting them on YouTube. If you want to see more gameplay, more decks, then check out the channel and subscribe. I think in tomorrow's video we're going to be playing Sword Soul, so be sure to tune in and check that out if you want to see. Alright, let's get to the gameplay. Alright, so first game with the new cards, and we got the Fusion Destiny, and although this looks a little clunky since we drew the Gen X controller, we can use Abysslacia to discard Fishboard Launcher to go into the Hulk of Fibrax. Then we can do our Hulk of Fibrax 1-card combo, or we could just straight up just make Baron de Fleur. So let's get going. We're going to special summon the Tejas to the field. Looks like our opponent's going to respond with an Ash here. That's okay. Now I'm not worried about activating the Fusion Destiny. We didn't actually care that got negated that much. Now, I am about to make a huge mistake. Well, if you read the fine print on the Fusion Destiny, it says that for the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you can't special summon monsters except Dark Hero monsters. So, I didn't read that part. So I'm about to make a huge mistake. Thinking I'm safe here with the DPE, I'm going to just normal summon my Gen X controller, but I'm going to awkwardly realize that I can't make anything because I am locked into heroes. So can't make my Hulk Fibrax, can't make my Baron. So I'm just going to awkwardly sit here and hope that the DPE can save us from destruction. Alright, opponent's turn. They're going to get activated Pot of Prosperity. We're not going to do anything about that, but we do get to see that our opponent's playing Sword Souls. New deck, very fun. Opponent is adding to hand. They're going to add the Sword Soul Blackout. They're going to special summon the Ecclesia because we control more monsters than them. They're going to special summon the Sword Skull Strategist. Going to get their token. And we're going to respond here. The only card they have on field is 1 non-tuner and 2 tuners. So if we pop their non-tuner, they won't be able to synchro summon. So let's get popping. DP gonna pop itself. He'll special summon himself next turn. Opponent's gonna activate the Ecclesia, and we're gonna Called by the Grave. Hope that he doesn't have another normal summon left. Alright, that's negated. And opponent's just gonna set, so all they got left is their token, and we're pretty confident that their set card is the trap that they add to their hand, the blackout. So he's gonna be able to pop this token and pop 2 cards that we control. Get drawn. The Destiny Hero Dasher is gonna activate and special summon our Dragoons. So might as well get that on the field. Phoenix Enforcer gonna summon itself again. We're gonna activate to pop this. We just want to force it to activate. We could make Braun de Fleur once we go to our main phase, but it's likely that he was going to activate and pop our stuff anyway. So might as well activate this now, force him to activate. And we'll have full control over our field on our turn. Looks like he's popping the Tuner and the Teus. Destroyer's going to pop himself. His effect's going to activate, but opponent's got the Gamma, so we're going to get negated. So when they got no cards on field, they can activate from the hand. So DP is negated. Phoenix Enforcer down, but we can use the Phoenix Enforcer's secret mode, which is the Fusion Destiny sent 2 cards to the graveyard when we activated it. Sent Celestial. Celestial can banish itself when we have no cards in hand to draw 2 cards, so free pot of greed here. We drew the Mecha Phantom Beast, which is a little awkward. We can't summon Teus, but we can make Poker Fibrax. Now, I had a bit of a failure counting here. What I'm gonna do is get a token. Now, what I should have done is probably to make Braun de Fleur, and to make Braun de Fleur, we use the 2 tokens that we're gonna get from Auroradon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from the tokens. We need 1 more to make 10. So I probably should have got the Despot one, but had a bit of a brain fart here, and 3 plus 3 plus 3, that's 10, right? Not quite. But it's okay, we can fix this. It was almost 10. We rounded up. Now we get the Auroradon here, get our 2 tokens. And we're just gonna do the best we got. We'll just make a Trishula here. Why not? We'll banish one of his Sword Soul cards from the graveyard. Get attacking. Opponent's gonna get drawn. Hopefully they don't draw anything relevant. Punish us for our terrible misplays. Alright, back to our turn. Whenever you play a new deck, you always gotta play it a couple games, figure out what's going on. Let's get attacking. Fortunately, we still don't have lethal. Opponent gonna draw another card, and they still got nothing, so they're gonna concede. So definitely a useful game. Learned a little bit about the new cards. Alright, opponent's playing some interesting stuff here. Sword Soul, he's got the Cypherame Gear Gammas. Obviously triple Maxi, triple Ash. And they're running the DP Fusion package. So they got the Celestial, they got the Dasher. Everyone's running it. It's in every deck. But this list is pretty similar to the one I'm thinking about running for Sword Soul. So I am planning on playing that Celestial Dasher to get the Phoenix Enforcer. Look in the extra deck. They got some interesting stuff. They got a Omega, so they can special summon if they got the Cypherame Gamma on their turn. They do have the White Aura Whale. That is an interesting card I have not seen anyone play in Sword Soul, but it can destroy all monsters on the opponent's field in attack position. You do need a Water Tuner and a non-tuner Water Monster, but I think the Sword Soul Mo Yi should meet that condition, because the Sword Soul token is actually Water attribute, so you actually can make the White Aura Whale. That is interesting. Alright, they also got the Dragite for Spell and Trap negates. They got the Braun de Fleur, and they got the Crimson Blader. I haven't seen that one in a long time. That's a pretty classic synchro monster. Destroys a monster by battle. The opponent won't be able to normal summon or special summon level 5 or higher monsters, so that's a bit of attack against Sword Soul. If you attack, destroy a monster, they are locked to their extra deck. Also locks people out of DPE. So that's pretty interesting. And they're running 1 Bazguska and 1 Zeus, so I guess you Baguska into Zeus if you stall out. Interesting. Not sure how easy it is to make Baguska in this deck. You can't use the tokens, so to make Baguska, I guess you just kind of have to awkwardly normal summon a couple times. The token on the field says you can't synchro summon for next deck except synchro monsters, so I'm not exactly sure how they plan to make the Baguska. Maybe somehow they'll be able to do it once in a while. Let's go on to the next game. Alright. Got an interesting hand. We're gonna get summoning. Opponent's gonna max C. Luckily, we got Ash, so we're gonna get Ashen. This does turn off our Fishborg Archer, sadly. So we got Ash in the graveyard. But we can deal with that. We're gonna get Search in here. Send Dragoons, add Dragoons. And we're gonna add, now this is a line that I normally wouldn't do. So normally what I do is I would get the Lapis Dragon, special summon, make Hulk of Fibrex, then we Hulk of Fibrex combo, and make a Herald and a Borreload. But we're going to try something a little different today. We're going to search for Megalo. Megalo going to special summon itself. Going to get Search in here. Search for the Moon Glacia. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 water monsters in the graveyard, sorry. And we can special summon the Verte. Now that we have Phoenix Enforcer in the deck, Verte gonna activate. Well, we gotta make sure. See, now you gotta be careful. I learned my lesson from last time. Once we activate Verte, we're locked into Dark Hero monsters. So we gotta special summon the Moon Glacia first. Moon Glacia gonna make him discard 2. And we're gonna activate the Phoenix, the Verte to special summon Phoenix Enforcer. Now here's my question. Do you think that this opening line is better than the opening line to make the 2 negates with the Borreload and the Herald? Or do you think that this line with Prince, where we make him discard 2 and make the Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, is better? All we need to do is normal summon Prince, and we can do this. Or we could do the previous combo that I just discussed. I'm not sure which is better. I think it depends on who you're playing against, but in a lot of ways, that other combo negates 2 cards, but this makes them discard 2 and gives us an active pop. It's a lot more interactive. So let me know what you guys think. We're gonna pop our own Verte here because we don't want it on the field to get attacked over. And Phoenix Enforcer's gonna special summon himself in the graveyard anyway. Get summoning. Opponent gonna just pass. We draw a Deep Sea Diva, so we're gonna get special summon and start comboing again. Opponent's got Max C, so we're taking the Max C challenge. You know what? The last time I took the Max C challenge, I got Nibiru'd, but I don't care. I'm doing it. Let's go, Max C challenge. All we gotta do is get 8,000 attack points. Opponent's gonna Ash our Prince here, make it a little awkward. Get our Lapis Dragon. Gonna special summon. 2 cards drawn so far. 3 cards. 4 cards, but we got exactly lethal, no Nibiru. Looks like we got there. Alright. Great game. Okay, let's check out our opponent's deck list. Alright, looks like opponent was playing Virtual World. Not sure what their opening hand was, but we did make him discard 2 cards. I think we made him discard some Virtual World cards, so maybe they didn't have a starter in hand. So yeah, really dominating performance. The Phoenix Enforcer didn't really get to do much in that game, but if they did summon anything, we could have popped it, so maybe they were worried that if they summoned something, the Phoenix Enforcer was going to get rid of it. Alright, well, interesting game for sure. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, we got a medium hand here. Got an Neptibus, got an Ash, so we're going to have to go for our 1-card combo. Prince going to send Dragoons. Going to add Dragoons to hand, and then going to add the Lapis Dragon, because we got Verte in the extra deck. There's always the option of going into TPE. But don't have to do that. So looks like we're just gonna go straight to our Rorodon, make our 2 negates. Get our Despot back on the field. Special summon, Mega Phantom Beast. I will show off the DP combo, I think. Not in this game, but I definitely am gonna do it. Get our 2 negates online, and we'll see what our opponent can do. Alright. Opponent is going to activate polymerization. We're gonna negate that. It's a classic polymerization. Don't wanna let that resolve, could be anything. Opponent's gonna activate Fusion Destiny. They're gonna try and get DP. Using the spell, you can ash it. You can ash the spell. Can't ash Verte, but you can ash the spell. So we're gonna get ashen. And opponent's seen enough, they're done. Okay, opponent's playing Despians. Interesting. Despians, yeah, looks like pure Despia. Interesting they're running polys. And they got the 2 copies of Super Poly. Interesting. So they're really looking to Fusion Summon. This is almost, other than these 2, like they're ready for the Fusion Festival. So I am thinking about what cards I want to include in the Fusion Festival. If a lot of people are playing Despia, I got a single copy of Super Poly, so I might want to throw some Despia monsters in my extra deck, just so that I can Fusion Summon them away if I get a Super Poly on the field. Alright, so I think I had a great time with this deck. I really like the new addition, so I'm going to keep them in for a while, see how it goes. If you're liking these videos, please consider subscribing. Alright, have a good night. See you next time.